The things stressing your dog out the most aren't thunderstorms or fireworks. They're the things you do every single day without realizing it. 72% of dog owners in a recent survey said they believed their dog was not stressed, while their dog showed 3 or more clinical stress signals during the same visit. Just let him say hi might be the most damaging sentence in dog ownership. Repeat this enough and you build leash reactivity. 3 months ago, Maria sat across from me in tears because her golden retriever Cooper had licked the fur off his front paws down to raw, bleeding skin. She'd tried antibiotics, hypoallergenic food, 3 different vets, nothing worked. Then I asked her one question. What does a normal Tuesday look like in your house? Within 90 seconds, I had her answer. Hi, I'm Dr. Kathryn Dench, and after 2 decades as a veterinarian, I can tell you something most pet parents don't want to hear. The things stressing your dog out the most aren't thunderstorms or fireworks. They're the things you do every single day without realizing it. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through the 10 everyday habits silently raising your dog's cortisol levels. And if you're thinking, but my dog seems totally chill, that's exactly why you need to keep watching. Chronic stress in dogs is almost invisible until it shows up as aggression, illness, or behavior problems you can't explain. Let me show you what's actually happening inside your dog right now. Before I show you the 10 stressors, you need to understand why everyday stress is more dangerous than the obvious kind. When your dog hears a thunderclap, their body floods with cortisol and adrenaline. They shake or hide for an hour, and then their nervous system returns to baseline. That's acute stress. Annoying, but the body is built for it. Chronic stress is different. It's low-level cortisol leaking into your dog's bloodstream all day, every day, with no recovery window. Research out of the University of Lincoln found that dogs in unpredictable environments showed cortisol levels nearly 3 times higher than dogs in stable households. And those elevated levels stayed elevated even when the trigger was gone. Here's what most owners don't know. Chronically elevated cortisol in dogs suppresses immune function, damages the gut lining, contributes to obsessive behaviors like licking and tail chasing, and is directly linked to a shortened lifespan. One study tracking 721 dogs found that those with high baseline anxiety markers lived an average of 4 years less than their calm counterparts. In other words, the daily stuff matters more than the dramatic stuff. And here's the part that haunts me. 72% of dog owners in a recent survey said they believed their dog was not stressed, while their dog showed 3 or more clinical stress signals during the same visit. Now let me show you the 10 things doing the damage. You've probably heard about fireworks and separation anxiety. That's the surface. The real stressors are quieter, more constant, and more confusing, because most of them come from people who love their dogs deeply. Let's break them down. Category A, the sensory overload stressors. Let's start with the stuff your dog's body is physically reacting to right now, even if their face is calm. Number 1. The vacuum cleaner. Obvious, right? But here's what most people miss. It's not the noise volume, it's the frequency. Dogs hear up to 65,000 hertz. Humans cap out at 20,000. Your vacuum produces ultrasonic frequencies you don't even register. But inside your dog's skull, it's a high-pitched assault. Worse, vacuums move unpredictably, which triggers prey-predator confusion. The fix isn't get them used to it. It's giving them a separate room with white noise during cleaning. Number 2, phone notification sounds. This one stuns my clients every time. Your dog's brain has paired your text alert and ringtone with subtle changes in your body language. The slight tension when a work email comes in, the eye contact you break to look down. Studies on dog owner cortisol synchrony show dogs literally mirror their owner's stress response in real time. So every notification is a tiny micro-stress event for them. Number 3, shouting across rooms. Even when you're not shouting at them, dogs can't tell whether your raised voice is directed at the kids, the TV, or them. Their threat detection system fires either way. I've seen dogs develop full-blown anxiety disorders in households where parents argue loudly, even though the dog was never the target. Number 4, loud TV and music. Background noise above 70 decibels for sustained periods increases canine cortisol measurably. Your action movie at full volume is the equivalent of your dog living next door to a construction site for 2 hours. Vet tip. Right now, look at your dog. Are their ears slightly back? Are they panting when they shouldn't be? Are they licking their lips when there's no food around? Those are stress signals, not cute quirks. Category B, the body language mistakes. These are the ones that hurt to hear because they come from genuine affection. But your dog doesn't speak primate. Number 5, hugging. I know. But hear me out. In dog language, putting a limb over another dog's shoulders is a dominance display, not affection. In a 2016 study analysing 250 photos of people hugging dogs, found that 81.6% of the dogs displayed at least one stress signal: a turned head, whale eye, lip lick, flattened ears. Some dogs tolerate hugs from their person, most endure them. Almost none actually enjoy them the way we think they do. Number 6. Staring or direct eye contact. Soft eye contact with your own dog is bonding, but hard, prolonged staring, especially from strangers or while you're frustrated, reads as a threat. This is why kids get bitten more than adults. They instinctively lean in and stare at dogs' faces. Number 7. Forced greetings with strangers and other dogs. Just let him say hi might be the most damaging sentence in dog ownership. Your dog has no choice in the encounter, can't retreat, and is being held still on a leash while another being invades their personal space. Repeat this enough and you build leash reactivity, the number one behaviour complaint vets see. Quick check. When was the last time your dog yawned, scratched themselves, or sniffed the ground for no reason during a normal interaction? Those are calming signals, your dog asking for the situation to slow down. Category C, the trust killers. Now we get to the worst category, because these don't just stress your dog, they erode the foundation your dog uses to feel safe at all. Number 8. Chaotic routines. Dogs are pattern matching machines. Their entire sense of safety is built on predictability. A household where mealtimes, walks, sleep, and human comings and goings shift constantly creates what researchers called anticipatory anxiety. The dog is always bracing for the unknown. This is the number one stressor I see in dogs of well-meaning, busy professionals. Number 9. Constantly changing walking times. Specifically, I'm separating this from general routine because it's that important. Your dog has an internal clock keyed to scent walks. Skipping a walk one day, then doing a 2-hour hike the next, then a 10-minute potty break the day after, isn't variety. It's nervous system whiplash. Pick a window and stick to it. Number 10. Inconsistent boundaries. The single most damaging thing I see in households with multiple humans. Dad says off the couch. Mum lets the dog cuddle. The kids feed table scraps. Grandma reinforces jumping. Your dog isn't being bad. They're trying to figure out the rules of a game where the rules keep changing. That's chronic cognitive stress, and it creates the stubborn or willful dogs that aren't stubborn at all. They're just confused and exhausted. Pet Parent Challenge. In the comments below, tell me which of these 10 you're guilty of. I read every comment and I'll reply with the single fastest fix you can make this week. So now you're probably thinking, great, I'm stressing my dog, what do I actually do about it? So here's the good news. You don't need to overhaul your life. You need 3 things. 1 is a predictable anchor in the day. The same morning walk window, the same feeding time. Even if everything else shifts, those 2 anchors carry massive weight in your dog's nervous system. 2, a decompression space. A room, crate, or corner your dog can retreat to when nobody touches them, looks at them, or interacts with them. Mandatory quiet zone. Kids learn the rule. If the dog is in their spot, the dog is off limits. And 3, nervous system support during the transition. This is the part most owners skip, and it's the difference between a dog who slowly adjusts and a dog who keeps spiraling. Anxious dogs need help bringing cortisol back down so their baseline can reset. This is the part where, years ago, I got frustrated. Every hemp supplement I tried with anxious dogs was either underdosed, full of fillers, or used cheap CBD isolate that misses most of what the hemp plant can actually do. So I formulated my own. It's called Happy Forever Oil. Full spectrum hemp, which means all the beneficial compounds from the plant working together in what researchers called the entourage effect. Third-party tested, properly dosed for dogs, and nothing else. It works directly with your dog's endocannabinoid system to dial down cortisol so their nervous system can actually settle. We've shipped it to over 40,000 dogs, and our average rating is 4.9 stars. It's not a magic fix. You still have to address the daily stresses that we just covered, but it buys you the window you need to make those changes stick. Remember Maria and Cooper from the beginning? Once we identified the 3 things stressing him out, a chaotic work from home schedule, constant phone alerts, and her teenager hugging him every time he passed, we changed all 3. I also put Cooper on Happy Forever Oil while his nervous system reset. Within 6 weeks, the licking stopped. Within 3 months, his fur had grown back. Maria told me later that the hardest part wasn't the changes. It was realizing nobody had ever told her these things mattered. That's why I'm asking you to share this video with every dog parent you know. Most of them have no idea their dog is stressed, and the dogs can't tell them. If your dog is showing any of the signs we covered, Happy Forever Oil is the hemp oil I formulated specifically for cases like Cooper's. It's the same one I use in my own practice, and we offer a 90-day guarantee. If it doesn't help your dog, you don't pay. Link is in the description. Before you go, drop a comment and tell me which of these 10 surprised you the most. I read every single one, and I love helping pet parents finally understand what their dogs have been trying to tell them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.